Hey guys, welcome to the Kahuna Strength Podcast, where we help men and women build real sustainable strength for their real life. No trends, no shortcuts, just what actually works and works for us and hopefully works for you too. We're busy adults, parents, professionals, college kids, and we're all just trying to stay strong and healthy and consistent. If you want strength you can live with, you're in the right place.
Fantastic. What's up, buddy?
Hey man, what's up?
I don't know. It's like I've been here, but haven't been here. We're trying to get all this set up. So yeah, man. Ready for the podcast?
Yep.
We worked out legs today, so that was fun, ish. So
Yeah.
Look, we're wearing the very super old school shirts from back in the day. So
Yeah, I've got one.
I know you do, man. Yeah. So let's see what we got here, man. So this one we're talking about, because this is probably the one we'll go live with first, I guess, maybe. So because it's about the new year, no nonsense. So getting back at it, which is great for us because for those who are going to end up tuning in at some point, Ben, that's when I met you. When we met, I hadn't even started Kahuna Strength yet, right? Back in the day.
Yeah, no, you just started Johnny Kahuna, and yeah.
And then when did we do the Kahuna Strength Day, man? Like a year or 2 years later?
it was at least a year. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll throw up some photos later, but like that's when I was like working out pretty good. But I was in some 47 now, so I was like probably about 37-ish then. But had, zero stress, zero responsibilities. So I was like, I just work out all the time. So it's pretty easy. And then, life caught up, man. We started doing business stuff. That took off really well. Wife, kids, just a lot going on. And then finally started back to working out. Well, started getting back to it at the first of this year. So, and then of course, you've been working out nonstop, so which is great. So yeah, man. So I know what we're talking about as far as like no nonsense, because I remember you touching base throughout the years. Like I was like, I'm getting back in the gym, man. And you're like, okay, dude. And you were so like, here's a workout plan. You can do this. I was like, cool, man. And then you check in. I'm like, yeah, man. I totally haven't. I've been too busy. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And you were just like, all right. You were so nice about it. You're like, all right, man. And then you're like, motherfucker. So.
Well, it's daunting, starting
Yeah.
out, starting back up, starting off. When I was talking to guys last night, I explained, my program, what the workouts that I do, and they're like 20 or 30 minutes. It's like, yeah. I mean, you just got to dedicate the time, make those, solid 20 or 30 minutes, and
Yeah.
Progress.
That's the big thing too. I think like that video you sent me earlier, like you working out. You work out, you do your rest, and that's it. So like, and she can attest. Like we just did. How long was our leg workout? Like
I don't know. I think it was like 20, 30 minutes.
yeah, it wasn't long. But I think the workouts that take forever is like when we were in there. We went to Planet Fitness, so we saw like a lot of people who chilling, hanging out. Like I know one exercise. What did we do? We did RDLs. Went over there. You worked out pretty good today. I told Sarah, I was like, she was getting it. She worked out now.
I'm tired.
Yeah, and she was doing deadlifts, and I saw some guys that did walk up like start talking, and we literally finished like 3 or 4 sets of like 10 to 12. I think we did 10 reps, roughly. They were standing there the whole time. Like there was no workout, no nothing. I was like, okay, so if you just do it, I think, you kind of...
I mean, it happens whenever you go, like, with people to
Yeah.
the gym. Like, you want to hang out a little bit. You want to, have
Yeah,
your
well-
little gym buddies and stuff.
Yeah. Our workout
That does
turned
happen.
out long the other day when I was there, and we got done.
Mm-hmm.
We got done. And then, like, we talked the other day, so we left.
The
And
workout-
I ran into somebody that I knew and got him off the treadmill. He literally stopped walking, and just so we could catch up for, like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
No,
Whatever.
our workout took 20 minutes, and then you talked for 40 minutes to 2 different people.
Literally, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's different, like also like with workout length. If I'm
Yeah.
lifting heavy, if I'm trying to put on more size or more strength, then you do need to have those a longer rest in between.
Yeah.
Typically it's like 1 or 2 minutes, but you can go longer if you're really exerting yourself. Then
Yeah.
the workouts will take longer, but you're also doing more. If you're maintaining or just just trying to get back into it, or even just trying to grow,
Yeah.
not spend hours in the gym, then the short workouts will do it.
Yeah. What excuse me, I'm sorry. So I think we put in here one thing is like that motivation can fade fast. Like I know we spoke about that, and we'll probably see some of that. But
100%. Like the last time that I was like heavily in the gym,
yeah,
because I was going like pretty consistently all through like, I want to say since like August of last year, and then I was in it pretty consistently until like halfway through the year,
yeah,
like this year, and right around January the gym was just packed.
yeah. Well, yeah, which is okay to do. It's just how do we keep them in there or keep people kind of motivated? Hopefully, like talking about it and get people to chime in, like, hey man, like just like I think you spoke about it before. Oh yeah, so
No, you're fine. That's what I was saying, because after like that first month in January, people just dropped out.
Yeah, and you want to keep them in there longer, or just either in the gym working out or in their garage gym working out. And I think you brought it up last time, Ben, like you were talking about sometimes, you've worked out for 30 years straight, so you're like, hey, I've had days where I've been like, you were talking about the 0 days. Can you retouch on that, like what 0 days was?
Oh yeah, 0 days is just when you don't do anything, where you just sit on the couch and do nothing. But
Yeah.
having the idea of no 0 days,
Yeah.
it can be stretching. It can be a walk. It can be just any little, as long as you're getting movement throughout the day, and not like getting up off the couch and going to the fridge, but
I can do that movement. So yeah.
right, purposeful movement. Just helps, you feel like you're getting a rest, because you're not moving weight, you're not, doing sprints, you're not, doing things like that, but you're still, stretching, you're still getting some type of exercise, though it's not, super labor intensive. So yeah, we always aim for no 0 days. If you have an injury or something happens, sometimes
Explosive diarrhea. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
What?
Sometimes you have a 0 day, but I mean that's when you've got to relock in and you just be like, yeah, I had a 0 day, not a big deal. I'm back at it, tomorrow. Life happens. It's you want to have the dedication, but you don't want to make it like, oh, just I ruined everything because I had a 0 day, or like, oh, I ruined my diet because I had a candy bar or a pop or something.
Oh, if I'm going to ruin my diet, it's going to be more than just a candy bar. So
right.
yeah,
Right,
we're
but some
nuts.
people, like, if you're just starting out and you're trying to stay strict and everything,
Yeah.
sometimes you slip, sometimes you just want a candy bar. I just ate 2 cookies and a bar of fudge.
Yeah. Saying, yeah.
I think
I think I would have ate a whole bag of candy earlier, so it's cool. It's like, went around, they were like, hey, it's a holiday bag. And I was like, cool, I'll eat it. And Dawn gave us that, like, one of my photographers gave us it's like, made some bread. It's like a little, I swear I thought it was like gingerbread or cinnamon. And you mentioned snacks, man, so we'll talk. And then, and what else was in there?
It's like a coffee cake and then some.
Yeah, I don't know. I literally ate the shit so fast. I don't remember what it was. I was like, oh, this is cute. I was like, this is cute. I was like, I brought it home. So I was like, oh my god, I was like, it's so cute. And I ate one. I was like, oh, that's actually really good. And then next thing I know, I was like, those were all really good. And so, yeah. But hey, I exercised, so. So yeah.
I mean, and that's one of the things Wes and I have talked about. And Amy and everyone that I talked to.
He's stayed in good shape too, man. How old's Wes now?
He's in his 50s, and
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Well, yeah. He but we've always talked about if you get your workout in, if you hit your macros, if you just get all the protein in that you need for the day,
Yeah.
if you drink all the water that you need for the day,
Does liquid death count?
yeah, just do liquid. I just drink regular water, but
Yeah, I drink some regular water, but I did drink liquid death today.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't have. There's no aspartame in liquid death. I think it's agave sweetener or some shit.
yeah, we use agave.
So hopefully it doesn't mess up like my gut bacteria or whatever. It's all.
Nah, we use it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if you hit those things, then if you have, don't hit all your macros and don't don't eat clean all day and drink all your water and get your workout and then I'm gonna have a whole pizza. Unless you're trying to gain weight and then
Pepperoni grill. Same.
right. Yeah, but it's just when you're first starting out, you can get discouraged if you have a 0 day or if you miss your macros or
On the podcast bourbon.
eat something that isn't healthy.
Yeah.
But if you just brush that off and just stay committed and get back after it tomorrow, it's the consistency is the main thing, I think.
Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah. On a side note, man. So what's up, man? How's your day been today? Sorry, I just jumped right into the podcast after we fixed the camera and stuff. So yeah. How's your day been, dude?
Good. We've got 2 sick kids, so I've been.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you texted me earlier. Yeah, like they have probably whatever's going around. Somebody said there's a new norovirus or something else going around, but Ronnie got sick. Like what?
It's just the flu.
I know. Well, I did see that. Like a new strand of flu looks really bad, but are they just throwing up or?
Yeah, we think that they've got strep, but we've heard some other kids that they know. Sounds like COVID. Sounds like the flu. It's going around.
Yeah.
But
Damn. Sorry about that, man.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. Well, not funny, but the kids got it, and none of us got sick. Ronnie, yeah. We're on like that's an old poker table is what we're knocking on, by the way. Yeah, Ronnie had got home from school and like the next day was sick. Like woke us up at 3 a.m. throwing up, and then puking around. The next day she was like, kids, they're like, yay, like fine. Meanwhile, I'm walking around like a zombie, and then Izzy got sick and woke us up at midnight. That's that day where I was up for 20 because I went to bed at like 11, so I didn't really fall asleep yet, and so I was up for 24 hours. But poor kiddo, man, it was the saddest looking thing, man, her being sick. But then of course now she's like, woo, I feel great. I'm like, I hope none of us don't get what you get, because there's no way I'm recovering like that. So I'm like, damn.
Yeah, and that's the weird thing. Like people get sick, they'll get injured.
Yeah.
You take that time to rest because your body needs the rest more than it needs to work out. Eat as clean as you can, and as soon as the sickness is gone, just recommit, get back.
That's a good point. What do you think about, like, I know some people get like a cold. Wait, have you ever done that? Like, I got a cold, and I'm just gonna sweat it out and go work it out. Do you do that? I think you did one time, and I was like, that seems bad. But.
So okay, I got sick because I was training so hard and because I was going so hard in the gym after, like, because I hadn't worked out, like. And even when I did before, I didn't really work out that much, to that extent.
I remember that you did. You were working out like pretty hard for a while.
Yeah.
So have you heard about that, Ben? Like, have you experienced that, like, where people can overtrain so much that they weaken their immune system some or get sick?
Yeah, I don't know the science behind it, but yeah, I've heard people just, and it could just be the stress of the exercise, compounding effects, but yeah, I've heard of people getting. Just overwork and get down sick. But,
well, I guess you can overtrain, and if you overtrain too much, it's like you get back into the gym and you're immediately like, let's go at it. And then I was, at least when I started working out again, I was at least smart enough about that. Like I didn't jump right back into it like as if I thought I was 25, because I've had too many friends who did that and went and deadlifted some crazy shit and tore their bicep. So insert video here.
Yeah. Right.
No, but like I've known people. What?
I was going to let you finish your sentence.
Oh, I was talking too much, but
no,
probably. And I know we've told the story before, but people who hadn't worked out in a long time got right back into it and went too full throttle, then injured themselves.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, now you can't work out for weeks on end. And that's all it takes, because then you're trying to restart and you're like, I don't know if I want to go back to the gym again. So it's kind of like, so you don't want to get back into it. Maybe like ease into it, just do like some smaller workouts. What are you going to say?
You're saying like you're not 25. Even if you are 25, and if you're like 20, if you go too hard in it, then you can hurt yourself and you can get sick. Because it's exactly what I did, and that's exactly what Sarah did.
Yeah.
We just went too hard because we got excited about it, and we just wanted to do stuff. And so we just did too much, and that's why it's important to just ease into it and not like jump in, go full throttle like you were saying, like at the start of the year. That's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
And then they drop out because they get sick or something happens, and then they don't want to do it anymore. That's why it's more important to create a schedule and like a routine that it fits into your day, and it's gonna push you, but it's easy enough so that you're not pushing yourself too hard right off the bat, and then it just can mess up stuff real quick.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, good. Yeah, great point. And because if they're just starting back in, I mean, you want to switch your programs up or I would like to switch it up every 4 to 6 weeks. If someone's just starting back in, use that first 4 weeks to reacclimate. Make sure you're getting your stretches. Make sure that the program is going to work. For your time, for your goals. Make sure that you've got, whatever meal plan. Make sure that that's going to be doable for you. You're warming up. You're getting back into it. You got many more weeks and several programs that you can steadily increase the intensity and, really start going after it. And, you do it for half a year and then a year, and then the next year you can start setting higher and higher goals based on, what you want.
Yeah, probably do that with diet. I know, so we talked about like with the weekly emails going out for those who join the Founders in a Circle. And again, like what we want for people who are listening to the podcast and who end up signing up at KahunaStrength.com is like, we're developing this. We're developing this brand. It's basically from scratch. So it's because before we just worked out, I did some clothes, but now we're like, hey, this is a whole thing, and we want a community because we really want people to kind of commit, not just commit, but also be like, hey man, you have a spot where if you join up, we want you to grow with us, because we're all like, I'm basically relearning stuff, you are, wife is, and then we have like the experts, like you've been in it for a long time, and your wife's been into it for a long time, so we're kind of all growing the community together. But like, so in it, we're going to send out little things like, the weekly emails where we have like that one little workout, like just do the one little workout for this week, feel pretty good about at least you've done something, and then stagger it more. But then like with dieting, like we talked about going back into it pretty hard with like working out. Same thing with diet. I've done it, and I've seen other people do it who it's like, hey, I'm starting to work out, or I just want to do whatever, and they do a diet, and which I don't like the term, even though I get it, but and they go too hard and they fall off and they feel terrible. Whereas it's like, well, with this, why don't you just, like, we're gonna send out weekly email, have like one meal, 20-minute meal that I was telling somebody there. I think I was telling my neighbor Sip about it, and he was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, like in the email, you're also going to have like just one recipe." He's walking with his wife Debbie, and she was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "But it's going to be like she's writing stuff like you can make it 20 minutes like of shit that you have in your like in your pantry like right now, like that you have in your like." She did the protein balls. I'm like, you got peanut butter, you got oats probably, you probably got honey. Like she wrote a little thing, showed you how to do it, like. And Debbie was just like, and the best part is, like, I'm sure Debbie knows how to make that, but it's the fact that she wouldn't have thought about making it. And all of a sudden she's like, oh. And she's like, I make this, and then go home, make this for Sip. Now he's got like a little protein thing to eat. So it's about like, hey, just do this one 20-minute meal one time this week, and then you feel good. Like, you eat the rest of whatever you want, like normal, but then at least you're like, I accomplished something. Still, it's winning those little goals. Mm-hmm. That eventually, like, then maybe the next week or next 2 weeks, you're like, you know what, And you're like, maybe, and then you might get creative. Say, that's the other thing. Anyone who's listening, like, if you have ideas, email them into us and be like, hey, man, we like this. Like, what about that? I know you and I talked about having our own little private community where people who like are growing with the Kahuna Strength brand can kind of talk and discuss, either a Facebook group or Discord or a Patreon or what kind of OnlyFans do we want to do? There's got to be a different one. It's just pictures of me on there looking like frustrated. So I can do that real easy.
Another thing that I think people rely on too much is their scale.
Yeah.
I weigh myself maybe once a week.
But that's because that's all the scale can handle, right? It's like, whoa, daddy, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, beast, we got you.
Yeah.
Hey, we better spin. Great, yeah, cool.
Right. Well, no, I mean, for Amy, I'm not allowed on our third treadmill because I've broken the other two treadmills.
Oh, you told me about that, like running on it, yeah.
And it's not because I'm too rough on them. I just weigh too much for the treadmills. Yeah. And it's not like I do a substantial amount of cardio, so it doesn't make sense to buy one that's rated for 400 pounds.
Yeah. What if we just went down and we saw how he ran on a treadmill? We're like, well, Ben, and you're just like, We're like, well, that might be the reason
right. Why. Yeah, no.
He's like, it's not the weight. And you're like, no, you're beating that thing into the ground. Like, have you heard me run? I've ran out here on a treadmill before, and my wife's a runner. Like, she can run, and this is why I don't run. Like, I do it, and I like, if I'm walking, I like kind of want to run. But I've seen me run, and I'm like, he's not built for running. I might be built for, like, sprinting when I play tennis, like a short, like, let me get the ball type of thing. But I'm not built for, like, let's continue to run, because people look at me and they're like, is he falling as he's running, or is he, like, he gets lower to the ground? It's terrible.
Yeah, and this one, I was just walking on it, and it's like,
walking or stomping? Which was it? Okay. He's like, I'm
right, yeah. But I think that, if you weigh yourself once a week, you can see little bits of progress. I mean, sometimes your weight gets up. You're still making progress.
She didn't believe me. I said I weigh myself in the morning, and I've weighed myself at night, and I literally had a 5-pound difference. Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn. I'm glad. Don't weigh myself at night. Jesus.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you weigh yourself at night, and then the next morning, you could have, your metabolism works 24/7. It's always working. So you can have a substantial weight loss. I've had crazy weight losses at night after, a few hard days of training. I've lost weight overnight. But I think if you take before and after photos, do it once a week, once a month, once every program or something, you'll see more results from that, and you can see your consistency, how it's paid off, because you may gain weight because everyone knows muscle weighs more than adipose tissue. It does. You
might want to taper that down for us Neanderthals. I can't even remotely spell adipose. Let me say it. So
it weighs more than fat. Muscles.
Gotcha.
Fat. But so if you're training and you're building muscle, which is what the goal is. I mean, you're not training to get skinny. I mean,
right? Yeah.
You can train to lose weight or excess weight, but as you do that, you may actually gain weight because you're putting on muscle.
Yeah.
But you're losing the fat. So that's where, like, the scale will tell you, oh, you gained 6 pounds this last month and a half or 2 months. That's not real. I mean, you're not getting...
Well, my wife went through that, like, early on, where she was like better, so she, and it's when she was getting back in shape, and or just feeling better in general too. But and she went to with time out. Got to go, right? So go. We'll see you in a minute. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey guys, sorry we had to cut the podcast short. We ran into some audio issues that we're trying to fix. But the good news is we got some of those worked out already, and we recorded a couple extra podcasts. So you'll be on the lookout. You'll get those in your links when you join the Founders Inner Circle at kahunastrength.com. You'll get the link straight to the podcast that we update every week with new topics. You'll see my wife Sarah on there. You'll see Amy on there. You'll see Ben. Then we'll have special guests as well that we got lined up. So we're excited for that. So be sure and tune in, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.